Hi crocheters of the world, in this tutorial I want to show you how to knit the honeycomb stitch. It's a let's say a version of the fisherman's rib actually, and it looks, yes, we have some stitches from the fisherman's rib. Actually the knit one below is from here, and even if it is gorgeous, really a very beautiful, very elastic and puffy stitch, and even if it looks difficult, believe me, it is not. So let us give it a try. We will begin with a even number stitches. Okay, I will put, I don't know, some. That's 1, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As you can see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's try 13 and, oops, it's very short, the tail. Okay, and 14. Let's say 14, it is just enough for me to explain you how to work it. Okay, so even number. What I wanted to say is that I used the long tail cast on, and let's get started. First row, it's the setup row, knit all, so we won't repeat it again, just knit all. Okay, and from the next row we will begin the 4 rows repeat. Actually there are 2 rows that are important. Into the next 2 we are actually kind of repeating the first and the second, only that we switch the places between the 2 stitches, because the sequence to repeat is based on 2 stitches. Okay, so this was the knit all, the setup row. And let us begin with the first row. I just want to focus a little bit on this, maybe a little bit more. Okay, and yes, let's get started. So first row of the sequence to repeat is, first of all I want to tell you that we will slip knitwise, and we will knit the last. We will slip knitwise the first, and we will knit the last, always. Okay, so exactly what I said, slip the first knitwise, and the sequence is knit 1, knit 1 below. So knit 1 is pretty easy, okay? Knit 1 below, it's from the rib stitch, fisherman rib stitch. It's not the stitch, so you don't have to knit the stitch on the needle, but the one that we already knitted into the previous row. Okay, so it's below, that's why it says knit 1 below. So we have this little bump here, horizontal bar, and under this we have the stitch where we have to go and knit. Okay, and this is the knit 1 below. And now we will just repeat the sequence. So knit 1, knit 1 below, knit 1, knit 1 below, knit 1, here it is, the one, knit 1 below, knit 1, oops, knit 1 and knit 1 below, knit 1 and knit one below, and of course, as I said, we knit the last, always knit the last. Okay, this was the very first row of the sequence to repeat. We go with the second, and let's say here into the second I want to introduce you to the most difficult stitch that we will work. So we will of course slip knitwise, okay? And now look at the stitches carefully. We have the first with 2 horizontal bars and the second with just 1. The first, which has 2, is the stitch that we knitted below and into the previous row, which means we have, when you knit below, the stitch that you have it on the needle just fall down, okay? And that stitch we need to search for now, and we will search for it. It's this one, okay? It's this one, but it's under this. So we just need to go here and pull, 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 and here it is. This is. So this is the horizontal bar that we have here too of the stitch. This is the stitch that was on the needle when we knit one below, and together with the stitch on the needle we will knit them both. So knit together these 2 stitches, and this is then here where we have only 1 horizontal bar, we just knit normally. Okay, and this is the sequence to repeat. So again, here it is, this is the one, but we want to search it here on the right side of the stitch. So it's just pull, pull, pull until it comes out. Here it is, this is it, and now we will just want to knit it together with the stitch on the needle. Then we knit the next normally. Okay, knit together. So here it is, this is it. We just go here and pull. Can you see? Is this one? And oops, sorry. And we knit it together with, okay, let's try it again. And we knit it together with the stitch on the needle. Okay, like this. And then we knit the other one normally. And here we have 2. We go and search for, it's here. Can you see this one? Not this, but this one. Okay, and we knit together with the stitch. Okay. Then knit the next and knit together with this one. Here it is. Knit this one normally. Here we have the stitch here, not this but this. Just insert the needle and here it is. Knit together with the stitch, then knit one, and of course the last is a knit. This was the most difficult row, and it is difficult until you just properly understand where to search for that string that is you have to knit with the stitch on the needle. Okay, now third row of the repeating sequence. Here we will work the first row, only that we will switch. Into the first row we worked K1, so knit one below. Into the third you will knit one below and knit one, and I will tell you why. So let us slip as if to knit. So knitwise the first, and now why in this third row we knit below and then knit? Because here we have only 1 horizontal bar, here we have 2, which means this is the stitch. So where you have just 1 horizontal bar, you can knit the one below. when you have, where you have 2, you knit it all. So you knit it on the needle, the stitch on the needle. So again, knit below and knit the stitch on the needle. Knit below, knit the stitch on the needle. Knit below, knit the stitch on the needle, knit below, knit the stitch on the needle, knit below, knit the stitch on the needle, and knit the last. Third row ready. Now you cannot see much of the pattern right now. Let's go with the fourth and the last row of the repeating sequence. It's exactly as the second row, only that we knit the first and then we knit 2 together with the string of the knit 1 below of the previous row. Okay, so we will slip the first knitwise, and as I said, we knit the first, and here is the same explanation as I gave you for the third row. We knit this, we only knit this because we have only one horizontal bar, and we will knit together with the string this one because we have 2. It's not the same, sorry, explanation, it's actually on the contrary. Okay, so knit 1, and now just go ahead and take it. It's here. So not this, but this one. Knit with the string together. Okay, knit 1 and knit together with, can you see it is here, this one. Oops. And knit together. Knit 1 and with is here. Knit 2 together. Okay. Knit 1 and here it is. Knit 2 together. Knit 1 and is here. Knit 2 together. Knit 1 and knit 2 together, and of course knit the last. Okay, now this was the sequence repeat from the first to the fourth row. Let us go ahead and work it together one more time. So first row says to knit 1 and knit 1 below after we slip knitwise the first. Says knit 1 because we have 2 horizontal bars, so this is to knit. This, it has only 1, is to knit 1 below. So knit 1 and knit 1 below. So when we knit 1 below, we remain with this string. This is the string that into the second and fourth row we work it together with the stitch on the needle. Okay, just for you to understand. So knit 1 and knit 1 below. Knit 1 and knit 1 below. Knit 1, knit 1 below. Knit 1, oops, knit 1 and knit 1 below. The last is a knit stitch on always. Second row, knit 2 together with the string, so that I shown you before, which is, and knit 1. So slip as knitwise, and now it says knit 2 together with the string. Now it's here. Can you see it? Is this one? Just pull and we have it. Okay, and knit together with the stitch on the needle. Then knit 1 as we normally would, and we repeat this sequence. So it's this one, and we knit the next, knit this one together with the string and knit the next. Here it is, this one. Okay, So it's not this one, sorry, this is knit. Okay, it's this one, just need to pull. Okay, this is it. So on the right side front you can find it, this string that you have to knit together with the stitch on the needle. So let me show you one more, is this one. Okay, this one here, just pull. Okay, we have it. Yes, we have it. And knit one. And then we knit the last. Okay, this was the second. Now, to repeat the third, as I said, it's almost the same as the first, only that we switch the places. So slip knitwise and then knit one below. Oh my gosh, knit one below. Now I have to do it like this and knit the next. Knit one below and knit the next. Into the first is knit and knit one below. Into third is knit one below and knit. Okay, this is the only difference. I will just go ahead a little bit faster. And knit and knit. Now when you have more stitches, you are working on a cardigan or I don't know, whatever you want to work with this beautiful or squares to put together, maybe with this one to create a blanket or a poncho, why not? Anyway, when you have more stitches, you will need to do something. So use, this is my advice, use the row counter. From my point of view, it's just perfect. Okay, last row is the fourth row and the same thing as into the second row, only that we switch the places. So we knit one and then we knit together with the string. Let us slip knitwise and now we knit one and then we knit together with the string, we find it here. Okay, front and on the, sorry, this is knit one. Okay, we have two, so it's here, front, on the right side of the stitch we find it, knit, and here it is. Okay, knit, and here it is, to work it together with the stitch on the needle. Knit, and then this one. Okay, knit, and here it is. Okay, and knit the last. Now we repeated the sequence 2 times. You can write it down on a piece of paper so you have it in front. Now you can already see the honeycomb stitch is forming. It's just a lovely stitch, and as you understand, all is not that difficult. Okay, now to bind off, you will bind off into the first row. Actually, I used to bind off into the first. So you will just work the stitches as they are. Slip the first and then we will knit and bind off. Then knit below and bind off. Okay, knit and bind off, knit below and bind off. Okay, so it's exactly, you just work the stitch and knit below, but the only thing is that you bind off, knit and bind off, knit below and bind off, knit and bind off, knit below and bind off, knit and bind off, and knit below and bind off, knit the last, oops, knit the last and bind it off. Okay, this is what we have. This is our small swatch. Just give it a try, even if you think it's a little bit difficult, but it's so beautiful. I hope I succeeded in giving you a clear explanation of this difficult stitch, because yes, it is difficult. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like my tutorials. Don't forget to hit the bell button when you subscribe, so you will have a notification in your email, or a email notification when I upload a new video. Thank you again, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.